Hello, good Friday afternoon. I'm making a part two video for SquizyOG. The question that you were asking about your promotion to E3. All I could tell you, man, is hold your recruiters accountable to what they promise you because, I mean, in all honesty, if you're asking me for my opinion, not to bash on the amazing recruiters in every branch of service, but you'll find out once you get into the army that the recruiters are the number one bullshitters of any military branch. I mean, it's like I said, you'll find out once you get in that the recruiter's main job is to bullshit you enough to get you to sign that contract, and that's it. Like that's their main objective. Um, I can't say that about all recruiters because there's some recruiters that are going to tell you straight up, black and white, this is how it is, this is what you need to expect, this is, they're just going to lay everything out for you. But there's also other recruiters that paint the army and the military like you're going into freaking Disneyland, and that doesn't always end up being the case. So I just wanted to make sure that you have accurate information, especially being, for myself, being in the inside. And even whenever I receive new soldiers, I just tell them how it is. I'm not going to try to bullshit you or to paint some kind of fairy tale for you to believe. I'm going to tell you the accurate expectations on what you're going to expect once you get into basic. Like I mentioned before, you want to make sure you are knowledgeable on what the Army expects from you, and to also gain some Army knowledge, because that's going to set you apart immediately. Being a new recruit, and you already know what the Army values are, you already know the Army song, for example, you know the Soldier's Creed, you can recite that loud and proud, because that's what you're gonna end up doing once you get to basic training, is learn the Soldier's Creed. It's gonna be drilled into your mind. So if you can work ahead of the game and get a leg up on everybody else, because I mean, the drill sergeants, they're going to expect you to not know jack shit. In all honesty, you're just going to be starting from like nothing, and you're going to be taught everything. So if you can gain prior knowledge to you getting there, it's going to make your life a lot easier. You're going to be like, yeah, I know the Army values, I know the warrior ethos, I know the soldier's creed. Hell, I know the NCO creed, man, because I'm that high speed soldier. So it's gonna work out for you in the end. So yeah, definitely hold your recruiter's feet to the fire. Don't be afraid, man, because ultimately they want you to sign that contract. And yeah, if they don't deliver on everything that they promised you, then personally I wouldn't sign shit until what they promised you becomes a reality, in all honesty. Because I've seen too many people got, being bullshitted to joining, and then they get to their first unit. It's like, this isn't what my recruiter promised me. They said that this was going to happen, and then now I'm like screwed. Or I picked a job I didn't want. It's like, okay, man, like, I get it. Like, once you sign that contract, like, you belong to the Army, unless you're going to do something crazy to get out. It's not worth it. If you sign a 3-year contract or a 6-year contract, just fulfill it. It's not that difficult. Maybe life's going to suck in your perspective because, you're new to the military and you don't know how things are going to go. But, I mean, you're going to find out real quick. I'm telling you that. You're going to learn the structure of things, and also you're going to see the disorder of things sometimes. The the Army isn't all freaking uh, blades of glory type deal. So definitely get schooled up, learn learn all the things that I've laid out for you. Take a look into the Army Fitness Manual. Look into the Army AFT, what the standards are for that. And also look up what the body fat composition standards and regulations are for that. because I know for a lot of the new people that are coming in, a lot of them are overweight, and it doesn't really take much to be put in that category of being overweight, man. Know how tall you are in inches, know how much you weigh, what's the maximum and minimum of your weight and your age group is. That's going to help you a lot to be like, okay, you know, I'm 71 inches tall, for example. I'm kind of giving you my specifications here. 71 inches tall, I'm 37 years old, and I weigh 200 pounds. Well, my maximum is 94 pounds, being at my height. And so my allowed body fat percentage is about 23%. I think, no, 24% actually. So they're going to measure me at that point because I weighed above the maximum allowed before getting taped. So maximum was 94, came in at 200, so now I got to get taped. So that's just, they get a freaking tape measure, they measure your waist, and then whatever that number comes up to be, they're going to go look at their little freaking body fat table and be like, okay, you're this age, bro, you're like at 23%, you're like 1% under. You got to lose some weight, man. Okay. Yeah, take a look into that manual. You'll know what I'm talking about. As I stated before, look at AR 350-1. That is going to be your go-to manual during basic training. And they're also going to give you something called the Blue Book. It's going to be a generalized information on everything you're going to need to know as a soldier. It's going to give you all the information I stated, well, some of it, and it's going to give you like Army history. It's going to give you the Army song, War Soldier's Creed. They're going to get some insight on some of the basic warrior tasks and drills. You're going to get pretty familiar with that. If I were you, I would Google what warrior tasks and drills are, and I'll also get familiar with DNC, which is drill and ceremony, what the movements are, the commands for that. I mean, we live in a day and age that there's videos for everything. So if you look online or search the internet enough, you're going to find all the information you're going to need to know to prepare yourself for success when you're going into the Army, which is something that I did not do. So I had to learn the hard way everything, and learn your rank structure, learn your leadership, your NCO support channel, which you're not going to know that until you actually get the basic training, because NCO support channel are all the enlisted non-commissioned officers, starting with your drill sergeants. You're going to know who your first sergeant is, your commander, and so learn the rank structure. It's going to help you out a lot. And especially when you're coming in, always salute officers. If you see that they don't have any chevrons or any stripes like that, like the NCOs do, non-commissioned officers, definitely salute. They're going to make a huge deal about that if you don't. I'm just telling you right now. They're going to be, hey, soldier, hey, troop, you didn't salute? What's the customs and courtesies to salute an officer? If you're within 6 paces of an officer, you better salute. Yeah, don't forget that. And also acknowledge all your non-commissioned officers. So if you're walking past a non-commissioned officer, it's like, oh, good afternoon, Sergeant. Good afternoon, First Sergeant. It's a common courtesy thing. And especially you being a new soldier, they're going to hammer you on that if you end up messing that up. Just saying. So I think that covers the majority of like all the basics of it. But anyways, if you have any more questions, I'm going to try to leave, my email for you if you want to shoot me an email. If you have any other questions, I do have plenty of experience to share with you and everybody else on what life is like in the Army. So my email is chrismx04@gmail.com, or I could spell it out phonetically for you. That's Charlie Hotel Romeo India Sierra MikeXray04@gmail.com. So definitely shoot me an email. I'll answer any questions you have, share any experiences you want me to share. I'm here for you, man. All right, have a great Friday. Bye.